Our plans have been announced this morning to build a large-scale lithium refinery on Teesside to provide high-purity lithium hydroxide for use in electric vehicles. Some 1,000 jobs will be created during construction and 250 permanent roles created when the refinery opens in 2025. Well, it's going to be built and run by Green Lithium, whose Chief Executive, Sean Sargent, joins me now. Sean, welcome to you. Why have you chosen this particular location?
Good morning, Ian. Thank you for taking the time to speak to me today. We've selected the location for a number of reasons. Primarily, it's a deep water port that gives us great access for the raw materials we need for the process. It also gives us daily shipping routes to Europe so we can get our product across the North Sea to the primary users. But of course, it's more than that. Teesside has got an amazing landscape for decarbonisation. That's blue hydrogen, green hydrogen, carbon capture and storage, and that's really important to help Green Lithium achieve its decarbonisation goals. And then, of course, being on the south bank of Teesside, it means we've got a great pool of people who've worked in process industries. Our goal will be to retrain them into 21st century process industries, green jobs for the future.
And do you have planning consent? Are all those hurdles jumped?
We're working through them at the moment. So our planning application is in. We're working on that. We've also commenced the permitting application. We found that the authorities in South Teesside are really interested in this project because of the new jobs it's going to bring to the area. So we're finding they're very conducive to new process industries.
Now, construction costs have been put at £500 million. Is that all going to be met by I think you're owned by Trafigura. Will they be bearing all the costs of this?
So Trafigura are a shareholder in Green Lithium, or plan to be, as we move through the Series A process that's currently going through at the moment. It's a privately run business, so we've just announced that SocGen will be supporting us through the construction funding process. We'll be raising a combination of debt and equity finance for that construction phase. And of course, inflation is going to be an important part of that. We're just running through an evaluation process at the moment to fully understand the impact on the construction costs.
So for the uninitiated, Sean, what does lithium hydroxide contribute to electric vehicles? Where does it fit into the process?
So here's a bit of technical stuff for you. It goes in the cathode end of the cell. It's the electrolyte in lithium-ion batteries, and these are the batteries we find in the gadgets we use at home, in grid storage and domestic storage. But the huge market is in electric vehicles. So our mission is to help achieve 2050 climate commitments by the electrification of transport, predominantly electric vehicles. So we'll be providing our material to cathode producers. They'll be providing their material to the gigafactories that are going to make these cells for the future. We think Europe's going to need between 600 and 800,000 tons of battery-grade lithium material by 2030. And at the moment, if you look in Europe, there's no capacity at all. All those raw materials come from China.
Why is that? Why is there no refining capacity in Europe right now?
I think China's ahead of the game. They spotted this gap in the market. They could see what was coming. They've invested heavily in these industries over the last decade or so. But of course, they're also sitting on the largest and fastest growing EV market in the world. So I think what we're going to see is, we need China more than China needs us. And it's up to Europe and North America, for that matter, to plug those gaps in the supply chain so that when China starts focusing on its domestic markets, as it inevitably will, that we can plug the gap and provide low carbon battery materials for those markets.
All right, Sean, we have to leave it there. Best of luck with the project. Hope to hear from you again in future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian.